Hello YouTube, Waffle and Polsky here again after a long break, and I've decided we're gonna start with doing some deck creation videos again because we've had quite a lot of requests for non-restricted decks, and thought I'd get that started. So we'll start with the Russian deck, just because that's one that I do quite like. I normally use a pre-1980s one, but we'll do a full one and see how that goes. So let's call it Russian. Russia. Okay, so error bonus. I'm not putting anything on. As I said, normally I use Cat B, but yeah. Okay, so Po. Wow, we've not done this in a while. It feels strange.
Yeah.
Okay, so quite a decent selection of choices here for command vehicles. What you liking the look of, Po?
BDRM Zidu. Is that actually that's a 2?
Well, yeah, 2U. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's early. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking I'm gonna go for the BTR 70K, just because it's pretty quick. Like I like to sometimes rush these forward to get to different cap points and stuff. So I'm gonna go for the BTR 70K. You get 4 of them, so it's pretty decent. Now, one thing I don't like what they've done with logistics, like in that previous update, which everyone will know about. I see a previous update a while ago, was lower the amount of logi trucks you get, which sucks. So yeah, what you gonna do for logi trucks, Po?
I have 2 cards of the Ural 4320s.
Yeah,
so it's just 12.
I'm gonna go for one of those and then fire in an FOB. Everyone always picks on me for using an FOB, but I think they're a necessary evil, just because I like to use a lot of logistics.
Yeah.
Just so that I don't have to worry about skimping out on like any AA or anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave 1 point left open in case I need to come back and put something in there. But for now, let's move on to infantry. Okay, so the Russians are spoiled for choice with their infantry. It's unfair. Okay, so what you're gonna go for your Po? I'm definitely gonna fire in Moto Strelki as my main infantry unit. I like to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be going for the Ruskaya Pehota.
As your main infantry unit.
What's that?
As your main infantry unit.
Yes.
You're a brave man. Okay, I'm going cheap. I'm going Motor Strelki, but in what I do not know. Okay, I'm probably gonna bring them in a BMP-1. Yeah, I'm gonna bring them in a BMP-1. I like the BMPs, just because I feel like, you know, they can actually hold their own when they need to. And I'm gonna bring one group in the beautiful BMP-3. I know it's expensive, but then you've got like an awesome infantry fighting vehicle at the end of it. ATGMs, the Russians have some decent ATGMs, yeah, so you can't really go wrong with the Conquerors. 9 accuracy, 20 AP, it's pretty decent. I do like the faggots for the smaller, I mean Cat C and Cat B decks, just because you get so many more of them. But because this is going to be a full deck, I'm going to go for good equipment instead of lots of equipment. What did you bring them in? I'm just going to bring them in the cheapest BTR.
I got BTR 60s.
Yeah. I'm just going to bring one of those. And now, see this, I'm tempted to pull something in a, like, some AA infantry. But, I don't know, man. Because you, like, some AA infantry can always be useful.
Yeah, I always throw some in, even if it's just to cover near my command vehicles.
So, are you putting in Strelas or the Iglas?
Iglas.
Yeah, I was going to put in Strelas just for the numbers, but I'm going to put in Igla. In a BMP-1, just because, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can. Okay, so...
Yeah, I don't have any other BMPs in my infantry, so I just have them in the BMPs. So I can at least get some more missile platforms. And I am throwing in some VDV.
VDV. Okay, so I'm going to move on to support. Now, the Russians have awesome support stuff. It's like ridiculous how much crap they get. some of it's really ugly, like this Nona SVK. It's just the ugliest thing ever. It looks like a duck, or like a really messed up duck. Okay. I'm tempted to throw in a Tunguska. Well, I'm gonna throw in a Tunguska. It's just what one? I don't know. Because you only get 4 of them, but they're really good. Like, if you switch off the guns, they're normally pretty decent. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put in the good Tunguska, so the 2K22M. You only get 4 of them in a card, but they're pretty decent, so can't go wrong there. On top of that, you gotta put in the book. 4,550 range against jets, you gotta put that in. It's a good deterrent. Often if you, like, at least me, if I see those and I've not got a Raven, I won't even fly near that area, like, even if there's one. And then I'm gonna go and put in the cheaper book. It's got less range on its air-to-ground missiles. I mean, ground-to-air missiles, but it's still got decent guns.
It's not that much of a range difference either, at least for airplanes.
Yeah, I know, but it's a little bit. Okay, so one of the things I love that the Russians get is this Vasilek thing, the MTLB Vasilek, you know, the rapid fire. I say rapid fire, like the mortar thing. It's pretty decent. I really like it. It's pretty quick. 110 road speed, 60 off-road. I like to just use them to like pest the people. Not like heavy artillery. I've completely stopped using heavy artillery lately because of the way it sucks down resources, so it's too costly. Okay, so I'll shove that in as my mortar, and that's all I'm gonna have for support now. I think I'll come back and add stuff dependent on how much I've got left, because tanks is what's gonna take up a lot of my points, I think. Okay, so once again, completely spoiled for choice on the tanks. As with everything else. There's some beautiful tanks here, man. Look at T80U. Thing looks angry, but I'm not gonna take T80U. I'm gonna come all the way down to the T80B. Or should I go for the T80A? No, I'll go T80B. Okay, what are you gonna head for, Poe, on tank-wise? I'm going T80B because it's cheaper, but you get more of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going for the T80B and T80BV.
Yeah.
And some nice. T72s.
Aren't you splashing out with T62s?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go T72Bs because they're always a pain in the ass. I generally when I play like Soviet, I try to avoid any tank that's not got a rocket on it because I feel like that's their big advantage. So. Yeah. The T55 AMVs, they're pretty decent. You get 8 of them and like they're cheap. They cost 60. That's pretty awesome. You know, you can't go wrong with that. But there's some great T64s that the Russians have available to them, like the T64BM, which is what I'm going to be putting in. It's got 2,625 meter range on its rocket, and then it's got 2,100 on its gun. Not the most accurate thing, but you get 8 of them, so I'll do with that.
I'll be going for the T62 MV1 because it has a little bit longer range on its rocket. So
T62, yeah. I never really use the T62s, but for the sake of a bit of change in my life, I'm gonna throw some of those in. Okay, so I don't want to go too crazy on these until I know how much points I've got left to spend at the end. So 4 cards of tanks will be fine for now. I'm only ending up with like what? It's not many. Like 32 tanks. It's not many at all. But
yeah, I have 5 cards, so I got 54.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's not much, but it'll do for now. They're really good tanks, so they should be able to hold out. Okay, Reconnaissance. Always do the same thing. I'm not going to go for this new thing that I added in not that long ago, this Mi-24K. I just think it's too expensive, and I don't want my recon shooting at stuff. So, I am going to go for the Mi-9. It's got exceptional optics. It costs 70, and you can have 4 of them. So, you got to go with that. What are you putting in there, Poe?
The same thing. 2 cards on though.
I'm tempted. Yeah, I got 2 cards. I'm tempted to put in some Spetsnaz just because I like to like annoy people with them. But I think I'm gonna leave that for now and throw in the BRM1 because it's also got exceptional optics. You get 3 of them, and it's nice to occasionally put those around the field just to keep an eye out on things. I know I said I don't like my things shooting at people, but you can just deactivate the gun. Okay, vehicles. Now, the first vehicle I always put in for the Russians is the Sturm, because the thing is awesome. Do you use the Sturm much, Poe?
Yeah, the Sturms and the Afghanis. Or Afghanskis.
I put loads of Afghanis in there, man. Yeah, okay, so I've got 2 Sturms in there, which gives you 12, which is awesome because the Sturm's got 2,800 meter range, 11 accuracy, and 20 AP, and they also carry 12 rockets. The things are just awesome. You get them dug into a tree line. Oh man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. So why? What's your choice with Afghanskis? Why, man?
Just because I like AA.
I like AA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty good. I like the fact it's like not radar, but like the range is pretty crap. So.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, it's mainly just to be used against like helicopters.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what to put in yet. I'm tempted to put in like a flamethrower tank. But I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a TO-62 flamethrower tank. Just because assaulting tree lines or clearing out towns, you can never go wrong with a bit of fire. A bit of fire. Okay, so on to helicopters now. Once again, the Russians got some decent choices for helicopters. Now I know some folk really like this Akula, but did you always get 3 of them? I thought it was 2. The Akula, pretty decent. Can't really go wrong with it, but I'm not a fan of it just because I feel like if you lose the Akula, I lose a bit of my soul. What do you think on the Akula, Poe?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't decide whether I'm going to throw it in or an Mi-28.
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking, I don't know. See, this is a problem because I never really use either of these two. They both have their pros and cons, but I would say that the Akula isn't so good for the long-term fighting because it's only got, like, at the end of the day, it's got 2 anti-tank things, and that's it. 2 anti-tank rockets, and then you're done. But it's like 2 anti-tank rockets that's more than likely going to kill anything it hits. But the Mi-28, 16 anti-tank rockets, you can sit there all day long shooting at stuff. So for me, I'm going to go for the Mi-28 just because I don't want to be rushing my helicopter back and forward all the time. I want it to be in there for quick engagement when I can spot that there's no AA and then back out before they know what's hit them. Yeah. I'm going to bring
I think the main thing though. Yeah, I think the main thing though about the Akula is just that it's also got the air-to-air missiles on it.
Yeah, but you know, I don't want to be risking my Akula with air-to-air missiles because I've seen Akulas miss countless times and then get shot down. So, like, I'm not going to risk an Akula that realistically only has an Igla on it. So, yeah, I'm going to go for my my Mi-28. Because think, dude, you're firing an Igla at someone, you know, the chances are that it might not kill the thing. It's probably not going to kill the thing in one hit. So I'm going for the Mi-28, just because that thing looks mean, dude. It looks like an angry, pissed off crocodile. Okay, so that's enough helicopters for me, because once you've got like 6 Mi-28s, you don't really need anything else. So, onto the absolute cluster of jets that the Russians get. It's just like endless choices. Look at that Su-25T, dude. This thing has so many rockets on it that, like, it looks like one of those dodgy guys that, like, rocks up to you in the street and opens up his jacket and he's got, like, watches falling down. It's like, you want to buy a watch? It's like, you want to buy a rocket? Okay, so, I'm going to put a Su-25, a card of Su-25Ts in there, just because I can. Yeah. Are you putting in the Su-25? Poe?
No.
No, you don't like Su-25? What's wrong with you? Are you stupid?
Well, I'm running low on points, so I'm just gonna throw in some anti-radar aircraft and a bomber.
Okay, so well, I've just got an SU-25T because that's like, it's like you can't go wrong with that, man. So SU-24 anti-radar, is that what you put in? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna throw one of those in, and then head back to infantry because I'm a bit of an infantry whore. I'm gonna throw in. I'm contemplating either VDV, so I can sing the song, or something else. Yeah, I'm gonna go VDV in an Mi-24P. So I've got, I know it's expensive choice, but I'm looking at it at the point that this will be like, once everyone's dug in and you're making loads of points, this is gonna be my like special infantry for taking areas, and also you get helicopters, so you can't complain. So one more of those. Support, I'm thinking possibly it might be a good idea to throw in some more AA, because I've only got like 14 pieces of AA. So I don't really know if I should put in more. Yeah, I'm gonna throw in another Tunguska. Okay, another cheap Tunguska, which means I've got 12 of the bad Tunguskas, 4 of the good, and then 4 books. And then that gives me space for one more tank. So now I'm thinking of a good like big numbers tank. Like I want something that you get a lot of. So I'm looking at the T-72A because it's still got a decent range, 2,100 meters. Accuracy is not that great, but that's a problem throughout the Russian tank tree, I feel. So yeah, they only cost 55, so I'm gonna throw those in. Just nice for small pushes or defenses, whatever you want to use them for. And that is me, full. No more points. So, how's your points looking, Poe? You full?
Yep, full.
Okay, so quick overview. 3 logistics. I've got 6 infantry, 5 support, 5 tanks, 3 recon, 3 vehicles, 2 helicopters, and 2 jets. So, kind of well-rounded. Don't know how this will play, but we'll get onto some gameplay of this eventually. Cool.